Okay, so this is what we call Business Analyst Online, or the Business Analyst Premium app. Folks from the GIS class have experience with this. Folks that are new to the program, haven't had GIS yet, don't hesitate to reach out to your fellow classmates and find a moment to explore this. There are different ways and tutorials outside of the class you can do, but it pretty much is also very intuitive. Yeah, we actually offer a bundle, different software packages combined for our students, so you don't have to do necessarily the trial, which is actually now back on. But you can work this in consistent ways. So let's show this here as an example. I'm logging in with one of my accounts. Takes a moment. Again, this is internet driven. Yeah, I know this is a thing. Oh, it actually did log me in immediately. I guess I'm still online somewhere on my account. Okay, so this is about drive time. And you already can see, hey, I have a drive time element here, Q&A session. This is actually last session from the class. Okay, let's do this a new way. So you can really present this conceptually. Yeah, a lot of information, a lot of data comes in here. Let's do this as remote demo. Yeah, really cool. It builds what I call a bucket. It builds a project. It runs this cool thing. You can see here in the background infographics, really hip diagrams and interactive setups. Really cool for PowerPoints, really cool for presentations. Yeah. So, okay, so we're doing the REMA demo. Clear the map. Yeah, all of it. I wanna have this example here. Yeah, this is good enough to define your market. And I basically say, here is my campus. I can also type in the address 3301 College Avenue, Fort Lauderdale. Yeah, so it pops up, hits it down. It's like Google Maps finding something. And I'm going to call this site is NSU REMA demo. Yeah, enter. And then we have different options. It actually says here, create a site. Yeah, and it comes in here with rings. Let's just show you the rings for 1, 2, and 3 miles. This is what a classic real estate market analysis would look like. You know, it doesn't account for any drive time, speed limits, traffic congestions, anything. And the way I talk about it, you can certainly picture without looking at me, just in my voice and the condensations I have. Don't do it. It's nice. It's not cute. It's not sexy. Technology we own and can use shows us a better way to do things with this. This is nice for a large overview and say, okay, this is our site. Instead of 1, 3, and 5 miles, we could do 10, 20, and 30 miles. That would be acceptable to get an idea of a larger geography. But in this case, what does it mean that I live 3 miles away from campus or 5 miles away from campus? So we can change this. Yeah. Can edit the area, and instead of rings, I could actually walk or I could drive. And I even can go in here and say away from the facility or towards my facility, or region destination discussion here. Okay, I can use traffic. I literally can say want to use live traffic now or in X amount of hours, or on a specific definition on a Monday 5 p.m. as an example. We don't care about this right now. We just want to show you the concept of a drive time. Yeah, edit the area, drive time, and apply. It takes a moment. let's do a side-by-side from a few years ago. Let's zoom in. Now I can see side-by-side. Few years ago, today. Certainly a little bit different. If I look here at the Fort Lauderdale, Dania Beach, different. There is more detail in here. There's more information about drive time. My guess is on the old map they assumed speed limits, not all of them the right way. And here there is more detailed information reported about how fast you can go. You can really see this. Look at the 10-minute. Yeah, and now it disappeared. Look at a 10-minute here. 10 minutes. It's reaching out beyond the airport, and it's not filling all of this. It actually tells you this area right now compared. Look here. If you look at 842 here, that bulge. Look at that. This is misleading. This one tells you within 10 minutes you're here in Melrose Place. No, you're not. It's now 15. Pattern has changed. Yeah. So one example how technology can help you. Again, this is simple GIS. And now here comes the cool part. So I created a site with a drive time of 5, 10, and 15 minutes. Now I could come in here and say, let's take a look at infographics. Again, if you excelled my GIS class, you're like, okay, pipe dream, have done this, I'm cool with this. What else has he done? Can he show me? Lean back, relax. This is particular for folks who are new to the program and haven't had the chance yet to explore GIS. Yeah? So, infographics. Creating infographics takes maybe a moment. Countdown läuft. Yeah? So, I have different infographics. This is a really quick breakdown on the key facts. So, this is set up for key facts. Gives me population, households, median disposable income in the 5-minute area. I can zoom in and zoom out. Yeah. I have income breakdowns. Yeah. And education. I even can click on this. And depending on how the so-called infographic was programmed, I can see different other elements of that. Yeah, data shown comparison to Broward County, which makes sense. I'm in Broward County. Yeah, so I did 3 buffers, 3 distances. So I can change this here. I can have 5 minutes. I can have 10 minutes. You can see now the numbers change. This is the beauty of this infographics because they kind of mimic that dynamic here. Yeah, household income in a certain bracket groups. I can click on that. And maybe I get even a filter and setups, yeah, or can explore more. Yeah, net worth. So this is the breakdown on how much money my folks are worth in 10 minutes away from college. Yeah, and compare it to Broward County as an example. I can do this for 15 minutes. Yeah, I can see the numbers changing. Now I have about 550,000 people in a breakdown here. I can see this is the percentage of families. Yeah, and I can see there's different growth rates per year broken down in the first 10 years here, 2010 to 2020, and a projection. And Esri data is fairly okay with their projections. They're actually really putting a lot of money down in scientists and analytics to actually get this done right. Yeah. I also can have here side-by-side comparison. Takes a moment. It's again a server based. But now I can see what's going on here on, let's just say, income between those 3 different zones. Yeah? I would actually change those a little bit in terms of setup so you can actually get a feel that what's the size of them. Yeah? I can even go in and say, wait a minute, this is my demographic summary. I can have at-risk population, executive summary, call-outs as an example. I can do tapestry profiles, which is really cool. We're going to do that in a moment. And we have multiple areas, employment. I mentioned earlier, it was about 15,000 variables that you can look up here. This is actually a test for a research project. It's about alcohol permits. That's the reason why we nicknamed it Boost Test. Yeah. So we can take a look at tapestry profile. Tapestry is the short nickname for lifestyle. And let's do not a side-by-side comparison, but let's do a 15-minute tapestry segmentation away from our campus. And you can see the fancy version here. Again, this is a little bit like pop culture style. Wouldn't recommend to build a whole presentation on this, but it's a really neat short element to have a nifty graphics here and there. Instead of building this in Excel manually, you have an infographics. You can screenshot it. You can export it. Okay, tapestry segmentation. That's the important part here. Now we can see, or not, because it's super small. Yeah, we can do fit the page. We can do different percentages. Here we go. You can see here lifestyle. And you can see that 12.5% of households in our 15 minutes are called an affluent estate or upstate avenues or family landscapes. And you will think, okay, what the French word is going on? Yeah, fun fact, it's not sorted by percentages. Let's sort it by percentages. Yeah. Now it comes in ethnic enclaves, family landscapes, L4, and then middle ground, L8. Yeah, the lifestyle tapestry data. And I click, I want to learn more. Yeah, I want to know, in this case, really, what is my family landscape, L4. Yeah, L4 means that in this area, I have about 15, just a little bit, 14.6% in my households doing an L4. Yeah, we have here tapestry segments as well. Yeah, but that's just a highlight. Learn more about tapestry data. So it loads the web page, loads the health. Yeah, and now it comes here life mode, affluent estate, life mode 1, established wealth, educated, well-traveled, married couples. Yeah, no, we want to know what L4 means. Family landscapes, successful young families in their first homes. First home. This is real estate market analysis. You need to jump up and say, yeah, first home. Why? They might want to buy another one. Yeah. Non-diverse, proper married couples, homeowners, 79% here. On mortgages, second highest percentage. Yeah? That's your trick for financing. 2 workers in the family contributing for the second highest labor force. Yeah? So they're both working. Yeah? Sports enthusiasts. Yeah. So maybe retail can capture that. Yeah? Dick's Sporting Goods, Amazon, is a fan of those. Eat out frequently at fast food or family restaurants to accommodate your busy lifestyle. Yeah, without the pandemic, fast food and restaurants. That's your customers. Yeah. So now we can even go down here, life mode 4, different lifestyles. And you can see here, we have here tapestry segments. You can see here home improvement. If I click home improvement, that's 4B. Let's zoom in again. That subsection is 9%. Here we go. Married couples, 37 median age. Yeah? Professional services is the employment structure. They have all college degrees. They're doing $67,000 and they're probably white. Yeah, married couples. Look, view full segment profile. Oops, click on that. Get a PDF. Beautiful. 4 pages on who is the family landscape home improvement section. Yeah. So if you're not drooling over this right now, when we talk about market delineation and data we can tap in, yeah, socioeconomic traits, our neighborhood, yeah, breakdowns by sex, by gender, income, net worth, yeah, transparent people. We can really build this segment density. It actually shows where what is, and yeah, we are in a high dense area. We don't know how dense the density was calculated, but sometimes it's just good enough to see, okay, this is a high dense area. You want to take a look at this. Yeah, Boise, Idaho is an example, also not so high dense. Yeah, but again, lifestyle groups, really cool. Here you can see this again. Home improvements, probably going to the same. Yep, it's going to the same table. Breakdown of the lifestyle group. Yeah? So that was the example for how we can do fit page, an infographic, very fast, very simple, with a few mouse clicks. Yeah. Okay, there's one more button. It says reports. What if I don't need fancy looking, funny, moving applications and graphs? What about I need a report? What about I need a census profile in PDF or in Excel? Excel is cool because I can use it, can run calculations, reformat, and use it for a report. If I run a report, they charge you for that a little bit. If we run a report, and I open the report and look at my report, I get the census 2010 profile for a location that long, or the address broken down by radius. And you can see all these tables, all the fancy stuff you've seen earlier in the age pyramid. Yeah, it's now actually in table form. It actually shows you the current numbers and the percent breakdown. Shows you households by type, family types, non-family household, population relationships, household, a spouse, children, non-relative. So you can actually figure out who's living with whom. Yeah. It goes on and on and on. Husband, wife families, household by race. Yeah. Other families, no spouse householders. Again, breaks it down step by step. This report is 12 pages long. Why? Because it switches to 10 minutes radius, and at the end, even to the 15-minute radius, because we had a distance, because we had 3 drive times. Huh? Okay, what about other reports? Standard reports. I have a housing summary, 50 plus, business locators, business summary, crime summary, demographics again, age profile detailed, executive summary, financial numbers. It's plentiful, really plentiful. I can go in retail, housing profile, shopping centers, market profile, medical expenditures. Ooh, never clicked on that one before. Let's do medical expenditures. Again, we have a dominant family-oriented 37 aged group. Yeah? What I would expect now is probably for that particular age group and lifestyle pattern having a specific medical expenditures. All right, breakdown, population, households, family, median household income. So in the area here right now is about $60,000. Yeah. Population by age, below 5, above 65, median age. So median age, 15 minutes drive time, 35 years, yeah. And in 15 minutes away from campus, we cover about 14% of older people older than 65. Yeah. So now you can see medical care and the breakdown, insurance and the breakdown by carrier, yeah, etc., etc., etc. 15 minutes in this case. Yeah. It's just wow. So wait, 15 minutes, yeah, 16.8. We're reaching into Weston. Yeah. One more and then I'm done with this. I figured you might have seen the potential of this. Let's do housing, since we talked about housing and residential. ACS is the American Community Survey Housing Summary. And let's have that report open and then we close that section. Okay. Here's an indicator on the reliability and how robust this data is. So you can see here now there's a not so great, and here these are solid. Yeah. So we have a total population, 5 minutes. Let's go and take out 15. The smaller those areas, you can see the reliability. But the larger the area is, sometimes the better they present the data. 15 minutes starts here. Yeah, you can see now here reliability is certainly at higher levels. Yeah. Okay, so we have here an average value by mortgage status, which is not accepted here right now. Area is probably still too small to report. Yeah. But we also can see here mortgages, primary debt, second mortgage, home equity loans. Yeah. So if you're into finance, now you can trace down what's going on. Yeah. Home owner occupied housing units with mortgage status and selected monthly owner cost. Now we can see here the rate expressed in percent of the household income. How much they pay and where are those segments located? Yeah. So not necessarily how much they pay, but what is the percentage-wise costs in the estimation and the percent. Yeah. Without a mortgage, monthly owner costs. Yeah. So you could map that out actually and trace it. Yeah. Right now for us, it's good enough to see a breakdown in table form and maybe use it in some fashion. Renter-occupied housing units by contract rent. Yeah. You can see where is the peak. So if I look carefully right now, in 15 minutes away from campus, okay, I have this segment here. This is my bulk. I have between $1,000 and $2,000 on monthly rent as the dominant rental package here. Yeah, on the rental market for renter-occupied housing units. Yeah, renter-occupied housing units, gross rent. You can look at this as well. Same thing here. Almost 28.5% in that segment, $1,500 to almost $2,000. Yeah. So now you have an understanding on what's going on with your market. So if you reach out now to see the competition, look at what they pay for the per unit or per square foot, you get a better feel on this. Yeah, you can back this up, You make this data more justifiable because you can go back and forth between different data sources and say, this is what I found here. This is what's the market reporting. I'm feeling confident. I'm feeling more confident saying $1.92 per square foot for residential rental is appropriate when I approach my market analysis. Okay. That all said, I hope you enjoyed this very short introduction to the very cool tool, what we call Business Analyst. That's part of the GIS class I teach. And if you have questions, please, about 2/3 of this class right now had GIS. The other third reach out, communicate with your fellow students. This is a super cool tool. It helps. It's a nationwide data set. Just to give you a hint, nationwide data set, Smyrna, Delaware. You can see multiple Smyrnas. Smyrna, Delaware. Duck Creek. Here's a Wawa, really great food place. Lake Como, not the Lake Como from Italy, but great place. Mental facility, old farm, cemetery. And if you zoom out, if I recall right, this is the site for one of your groups. So really cool. And looking at the map, take a look. Duck Creek is a county boundary. Newcastle versus Kent County. So just give you a hint. If you deal with data from Smyrna, Delaware, Smyrna, Delaware is a 2-county municipality. Has. Let's change the map. Oh no, you can actually see this. Glenwood Avenue. This is the. You see this in the other class here. No, in Rima I talk about this. This is a Walmart distribution center. So you might have seen this with warehousing. So this is in Kent County. This is Newcastle County. Newcastle County, Middletown, and then here Newark with the University of Cincinnati, University of Delaware. So just a hint, alumni here. I'm a blue hen, so I know the area. Used to live in Dover, used to live up here, actually worked in Smyrna. So I pick local examples for classes I have internal knowledge about. So, but you can use GS for this. Okay, fine. Have a wonderful, wonderful time.